You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Let's talk about Russell Wilson and the Broncos. As we know, they fired Nathaniel Hackett this week and have named another head coach, interim coach, Jerry Rosberg, to take over the duties. Well, he's as you can expect, he's made some changes. He fired a couple of coaches, offensive line coach, special teams coach. And we're not really going to go into that side, but he has come out, made some comments, because we know Russell Wilson, their quarterback, has had a horrible season. He's been under fire, including from some of his own teammates. And we had Jeudy, the wide receiver out of Alabama that's plays for the Broncos, come out and defend Russell Wilson. And he went after Shannon Sharpe. Now, I contended that, look, Shannon Sharpe knows what he's talking about. He's heard things. He's a Denver Broncos longtime alum and a Hall of Famer. So, of course, he's tied into that organization and what happens behind closed doors. So I don't doubt anything Shannon Sharpe's got to say. Even with my natural distrust for the media, I just know that these players that are Hall of Famers for these organizations get unprecedented access to what's going on behind the scenes. And frankly, they know all these players. They do. They're on text message back and forth, for crying out loud. So the coach, Jerry Rosberg, has come out and he has brave, stunning, and courageously defended Jerry Jeudy, and he's so proud. He's so proud that he stepped up and he defended Russell Wilson. And, of course, they're trying to talk that up, right? Because they're probably stuck with Russell at least one more season, and they're going to see if that situation is savable. And like I said, before the season, I thought this was going to work. I was wrong. And, of course, so much cringe has come out of Russell Wilson in the last year, as well as news stories from ex-teammates and this and that and the third. All right, so let's get to this because we got a couple of things. And we'll go with, let's go with this one, Rosberg backing Russell and the comments he made about Russell Wilson. Wilson has had two of these are Yahoo, and one of them is going to be Pro Football Talk. Okay, so let's do this. Wilson had his fair share of criticism this season from his play on the field, career lows in completion percentage and touchdowns. Somebody pointed out, by the way, that he's got 12 touchdowns, which is as many, I think, bedrooms as his new house has got. I'm not sure. To his off-field quotes. However, despite the criticism, Broncos interim coach Jerry Rosberg fully supports Wilson and will continue to move forward with Wilson as his starting quarterback. Quote, Russell Wilson is our starting quarterback and will be our starting quarterback, Rosberg said Wednesday. Rosberg also stated that the coaching staff would create the best game plan to maximize Wilson and the offense. Quote, we're going to do everything we can to put a game plan in place for Russell Wilson to be successful, the interim coach said. I'm really confident. Talking to our offensive coaches over the course of the last 2 days, we're going through the meetings with them and walkthroughs. I'm really confident we're going to be able to do that. Now, this is where he talks about Jerry Jeudy backing his teammate, brave, stunning, and courageously. Quote, Jerry Jeudy has been impressive to me in all plays he's made. I thought he made a great play yesterday, too, off the field. Rosberg said a lot of unfair characterizations of Wilson. Are they unfair? Are they? Who has his own office and parking space at team headquarters, along with an entourage of support staff that includes his personal chefs and quarterback coach. Wow, that's just now coming. I mean, I hadn't heard at all the content I've done on Russell Wilson. I have not heard those last two parts until just now. Quote, we've all been criticized before, but at some point in time, it's really important that those that know you best stand up for you. And sometimes that's a difficult thing to do because you get yourself messy in the process. But he saw his teammate and friend and comrade aid low, and he dug in and stood up with great courage and conviction. about the truth, I would say. So, yeah, he's my hero today. Oh, God. It's pretty clear that the new interim head coach has went to the Russell Wilson School of Cringe. That is a terrible, cringy line. So, yeah, today he's my hero. That's my quarterback. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Maybe this is the perfect coach for Russell Wilson. But it seems he's come in there and he's already pissing players off, right? He was a coach there. He takes over as the head coach on an interim basis and consequently pisses Broncos players off right away. Some players weren't thrilled with the padded practice this week. My God, they're dumpster fire and there's 2 games left and you got them out there in pads. Okay. The Broncos have in some ways become even more fascinating in the aftermath of firing Coach Nathaniel Hackett. Beyond the concerted effort to rally around quarterback Russell Wilson, an endeavor that seems rooted in making the team as attractive as possible to potential coaching candidates, interim coach Jerry Rosberg opted to have a padded practice with 2 meaningless regular season games left. Rosberg explained to the media on Thursday he opted for a padded practice because under the labor deal, the team had 1 more padded practice available this year. But the availability of a padded practice doesn't mean the padded practice has to be used. We've caught wind that some players who would prefer to emerge from the final days of a lost season as healthy as possible, weren't happy about it. Why should they be? ? While playing in the final 2 games requires maximum effort and physical risk, because film is film regardless of the game in which the film comes, players by the end of a given season are also doing everything they can to hold their bodies together. A padded practice doesn't help that effort. And the point is, Florio is coming out and saying, look, these players want to play the games, maximum effort, show themselves on game film so other teams, including the Broncos, can look at the film, evaluate the players, and hopefully they keep and or get another job, right? So it's not like as if you're going to magically rise up and overachieve in an effort to get Rosberg the permanent job. Everybody knows he's a distant plan B after defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero wisely passed on the opportunity to captain a sunken, drunken ship for 2 games against a pair of playoff teams, the Chiefs and Chargers. So he passed on the job because he knew that in itself, you want to talk about bad film, a guy that is looked at as a potential future head coach said, no, I'm not going to take this interim job because, well, it's a lost cause. Why put that out there? Give other teams a bad taste in their mouth. I guess I kind of understand that. The bottom line is the balance of the 2022 season should be all about ensuring that the flake-riddled plane crash lands as smoothly as possible with minimal player injuries and minimal moral issues, along with a roster that is sure to be overhauled as much as possible in the coming months. So you've got the coach coming in there, the interim coach. He takes that job. Defensive coordinator passes on it. And he says, F you, I'm putting you in pads. Now, look, I can kind of understand what the coach is trying to do here because, in theory, Jerry Rosberg is thinking, maybe I'm in play to get this job permanently. We're going to go out there and we're going to win both of these games. I need some of you guys to toughen up. Let's put you through a padded practice. The players that are there, most likely veterans, are taking a step back going, wait a minute now. I'm trying to get through the last 2 games, go out, kick ass, give maximum effort on the field, but I don't want to get hurt, and a padded practice does, in theory, raise the potential to get hurt. Personally speaking, if they got 2 padded practices available and the coach wants to run one, that should be his prerogative. This is one time I'm probably not going to take the player's side because, look, you got a boss, Jerry Rosberg, you're going to do what he says, or you should, right? You guys are getting paid a lot of money, and yeah, I'm just not on board. If he wants to try to send a wake-up call notice to the Broncos team, the players, by putting you through a padded practice, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. So that's not one where I'm going to be like, oh, Broncos players, yay. No, shut up. Go get in the practice. Sharpen your skills. Every opportunity you get, practice and or game. Plain and simple. Oh, my goodness, Russell Wilson. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that the team is defending the quarterback. That is a total and complete dumpster fire that the team doesn't even like. Yeah, you're not backing me off that. I just don't see it. I don't see that that's some big non-starter. I think Shannon Sharpe was absolutely right. Regardless of what Jerry Jeudy wants to go out there and fling around to anybody that'll listen to it. So, of course, we will keep up with this. Make sure you hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.